Have you ever gotten so frustrated with a video game that you just turned off your console mid-match? It's happened to the best of us, whether from a streak of bad luck or an opponent's sudden skill burst. Rage quitting is as old as gaming itself, but did you know that some video games actually penalize players for rage quitting? Today we're diving deep into the top games that punish players for leaving mid-match, with everything from temporary bans to more creative deterrents. On our list is the legendary Halo series. With its groundbreaking introduction of online multiplayer, Halo quickly became a staple for competitive shooters. However, this popularity came with its fair share of challenges, rage quitters among them. While early iterations merely allowed frustrated players to leave, Halo 5 Guardians took things up a notch by imposing time bans. Quitting a game could result in a temporary matchmaking suspension, and repeated offenses led to even stricter consequences, including bans that lasted up to a week. The system was designed to balance fairness and discourage disruptive behavior, ensuring that teammates weren't left disadvantaged. 2. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is a beloved series known for its chaotic and exciting gameplay. Nintendo aimed to elevate online play while addressing the problems seen in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, such as significant lag and poor connection stability. This game introduced a penalty system for those who quit matches out of frustration. Players who disconnected would face a 10-minute ban. The catch: the penalty timer only ran when the game was on, meaning players couldn't simply turn off their console and come back after 10 minutes. The message was clear: think before you rage quit or you'll pay the price. 3. Street Fighter V. Fighting games have always attracted fierce competitors and, unfortunately, some sore losers. Street Fighter V is a prime example of a game that took rage quitting seriously. With a community known for its competitive nature, Capcom implemented one of the most stringent systems in the genre. Quitting not only meant a 24-hour ban, but also a loss of 1,000 league points, which could severely impact a player's standing. To add insult to injury, a visible marker branded habitual quitters, serving as a public warning to other players. This system created a stigma around rage quitting, aiming to foster a better, fairer gaming environment. Number 4. A game called For Honor, a unique fighting game where players embody historical warriors, didn't initially have a system to combat rage quitting. The competitive spirit and one-sided matches often led to players leaving mid-game. Ubisoft responded by implementing a system that warned players before quitting. If they proceeded, they faced a 10-minute matchmaking ban. The twist: if the quitting player was part of a group, the entire team would face the penalty. This was controversial but effective in deterring group leaders from abrupt exits. To prevent accidental penalties, a 30-second grace period was added at the start of each match. 5. Splatoon 2 Nintendo. It brought a colorful twist to team-based shooting. While its predecessor didn't have penalties for rage quitting, the sequel included a warning system that escalated if players continued to disconnect. A player would receive a cleverly worded message hinting at their behavior, followed by a 5-minute ban if they disconnected again. Although lenient, the penalty could impact the fast-paced 3-minute matches significantly, causing players to lose out on crucial experience. 6. Overwatch, Blizzard's hero shooter, became famous for its vibrant cast of characters and intense matches. With competitive play at the forefront, Blizzard introduced a unique deterrent for rage quitters. Instead of outright bans, players who frequently left matches received a 75% reduction in experience points. This made leveling up and earning rewards almost impossible until the player improved their completed to left match ratio. This strategy aimed to motivate players to stay in matches without entirely locking them out. 7. League of Legends is synonymous with competitive gaming. The game's fast-paced strategy demands that every player knows their role and supports the team. Enter the Lever Buster system, Riot Games' response to rage quitting. Initial offenses led to a 6-minute ban, but repeated quitting extended this to 15 minutes. In ranked matches, players would lose precious league points, hindering their progress on the competitive ladder. These measures were crucial for maintaining the integrity of matches and ensuring that serious players weren't undermined by levers. 8. Animal Crossing. While you wouldn't expect Animal Crossing to appear on this list, it's here for a unique reason. The game isn't competitive, but relies on time-based mechanics. Players can be tempted to reset the game after a mistake to avoid consequences. That's when Mr. Rossetti, the angry mole, steps in. He gives players an unexpectedly long lecture about the importance of playing fairly. Repeat offenses mean longer, more tedious rants, reinforcing the idea that actions have consequences, even in the most relaxing of games. games. 9. Counter-Strike. Global Offensive CS, a titan of the FPS genre, deals with rage quitting by imposing escalating matchmaking bans. First-time offenders might only face a few minutes, but repeat quitters could end up banned for a week. The system ensures that habitual quitters reconsider their actions, making it more effective than a simple short-term penalty. 10th. Rocket League blends soccer with turbo-powered cars, offering thrilling high-energy matches. In casual play, quitting is softened by AI replacements, but in ranked play, quitting means a 15-minute ban. This minor inconvenience encourages players to think twice before abandoning their teammates. 11. Next on our list is Valorant, the tactical shooter from Riot Games that quickly gained a massive following. Valorant takes rage quitting very seriously. If a player consistently leaves matches, they face escalating penalties that can include temporary bans from matchmaking. But what really gets players is the possibility of being banned from ranked matches, where every win and loss matters for that precious competitive rank. In Valorant, rage quitting not only gets you banned, but leaves your teammates with trust issues so deep they might just start a support group called Defenders Abandoned. 12th Tekken series, one of the longest standing fighting franchises, isn't just about flashy combos and epic clashes, it's also about perseverance. Online rage quitting is frowned upon, and repeat offenders can be penalized with matchmaking restrictions and ranked demotions. In competitive Tekken, the battle is won not just with fists, but with patience. In Tekken, quitting mid-match won't just hurt your ranking, it'll have Kazuya himself show up and teach you a lesson on commitment. Spoiler alert, it involves lasers. 13. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This lesser-known gem, part of the Dragon Ball game series, brings the anime's high-stakes battles to the gaming world. Players who rage quit during these intense fights face matchmaking restrictions and lost points. In a game where players are flying around as Super Saiyan, leaving mid-battle is pretty much punkish. In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, rage quitting means forfeiting your right to scream, "This isn't even my final form," because your final form is gone. 14th, Mortal Kombat X is infamous for its brutal combat and iconic finishing moves, but quitting before the end, that's a no-go. If players consistently rage quit, they're hit with temporary bans and matchmaking restrictions. Not only do you lose points, but you miss out on those oh-so-satisfying fatalities. Rage quitting means missing your chance to hear, "Finish him." Instead, you get "Finish your penalties." And trust me, there's no button combo to dodge that. From lighthearted warnings to harsh bans and public shaming, these systems show that the gaming world doesn't take rage quitting lightly. Whether you're playing a competitive shooter, a fighting game, or even a simple life simulation like Animal Crossing, there's a clear message: finish what you started. And if you face these penalties or know of others we missed, let us know in the comments below. Check out 15 games that punish you hard for cheating.